All right. We're here to make some predictions for the in-season tournament, which starts today. The knockouts, first games today: Pacers against the Celtics in Indiana, and the Sacramento Kings against the New Orleans Pelicans in Sacramento. So let's make some predictions, shall we? I'm gonna be using my lovely Epic Pen, or however the hell that thing is called, and I'll make sure to tell you why I'm picking which team, which makes sense since this is a prediction video, right? Okay, the Pacers against the Celtics. No Kristaps Porzingis for the Celtics. Tyrese Haliburton still in the injury report with that upper respiratory infection he has. So that's still a little scary. He could not be playing simply, but so far no reports about that. And my gut tells me the Celtics are going to win this game. So I'm gonna tell you why my gut feels that way. I think this game could be 50-50, but I'm not sure I trust the Celtics more in the clutch. But I feel like the Pacers can shoot themselves in the foot way too much in the clutch in a way. I think the fast pace, of course, works for their favor most of the time since they, are the best offense in the league. But in a single elimination game, it's literally 50-50. If they are cold, the Celtics will absolutely destroy them. If they're hot, they could blow the Celtics out, but I still don't see that happening even when they're hot because the Celtics just have too much talent offensively to not take advantage of this fast-paced offense. And maybe, who knows, maybe they'll be able to slow the Pacers offense, and the pace down. They were able to do that in Boston, but there was no Tyrese Haliburton in that, and they hung 150 on them, right? So we know they can score with them. And I just feel like they have better options to win. I don't love the Celtics in the clutch, but I don't love the Pacers in the clutch. I think they also take too many dumb shots, and they also take them in worse positions. The Celtics, take some bad shots, and they play really slower, but at least that does not lead to transition offense. And I think that gives the Celtics a slight edge in my gut feeling. I think this will be a close game, but my gut tells me the Celtics. I hope the Pacers win though, but my gut tells me that it's going to be the Celtics, to just be as honest as possible with you, right? So the Celtics, why? I don't know how to goddamn make this smaller. I've not used this much. Yeah, I don't know how to make this smaller, dog. But the Celtics will be coming through this game. And the other game is the Kings against the Pelicans. And I'm picking the Kings really easily here. I can see the Pelicans winning. I like what they're doing overall. They're getting healthy. They should be, fully healthy for this game. Trey Murphy should be playing. CJ McCollum should be playing. Zion should be playing. Ingram should be playing. And I think they're a really dangerous team. They have a lot of options. But I just like the Kings' offense here a lot. I think they'll be able to feast. De'Aaron Fox should be able to feast really well on these Pelicans defenders, even though, of course, Dyson Daniels has been decent, really good, actually. And they have some really good defenders. But I just like the Kings' offense against this Pelicans defense a lot. I think they also have the clutcher players. The Pelicans' offense has not been good in the clutch. They have been really bad offensively in the clutch, and I think that bodes really poorly for them against the Kings, especially when you think about it being an in-season tournament and one-game elimination. The Celtics Pacers to me is more of a pick'em. Here I'm leaning 60% towards the Kings, so it's not just a gut feeling. I just feel like they're the better team, simply enough. Even though Domantas Sabonis has not been playing that well, I do think he's due for a bounce back. Interested to see how that matchup with Valanciunas will go and how they'll defend Zion. Of course, Zion should be a big problem for them in this game because they don't have that much, of course, paint and rim protection. I'm pretty sure Keegan Murray was back, so he should be playing. Interested to see how that matchup looks. I think Keegan Murray should be defending Brandon Ingram, right? Because he has been actually better defensively, and he has been making it a point to be a better defender. And on Zion, man, who's gonna be on Zion? Is it gonna be Sabonis, actually? Sabonis, Valanciunas, Fox, Herder, Harrison Barnes out there. Maybe they'll need to put Keegan Murray on Zion or Sabonis. Okay, that's gonna be an interesting matchup for the Kings here. But at the same time, Zion should not be able to. Zion is not that great of a defender himself, right? So they should be able to. Both should be able to take advantage of that matchup, really. So I'm picking the Kings, even though I kinda talked myself into believing in the Pelicans a little more with what I said here. But I'm picking the Kings today to go to Vegas. Celtics could get Porzingis back here. And Lakers, Suns. Lakers, Suns. And the Bucks against the Knicks, of course. Let's start here, actually, because that's the first game on Tuesday. So, who do I like more here? Do I think the Knicks can win? For sure. The Knicks can really win. But, let me actually take a look at the clutch stats here, because I'm sorry that I'll have to keep that in there. Because, of course, the Bucks have been one of the best teams in the clutch, especially offensively. And the Knicks have been 4-4. They have been good offensively. Of course, we know Jalen Brunson should be able to feast, and the guard matchups is great. And they played Milwaukee really tough in their first matchup. But I feel like it's probably going to go the same way it did back then. The Bucks are just going to be clutcher than the Knicks in the end. And I'm picking the Bucks to win that one, even though I don't like the Bucks really that much. And I think here I have a very big reason to believe the Celtics are going to blow them out again. Or at least beat them again. So I'm having the Celtics here come out to East semis. I'm not that high on the Bucks based on the defense. The offense has been looking much better, but it's been a weird vibe over there to me. It's not about the synergy or as fluent, but it's more about just it not being. Yeah, I mean, am I wrong for saying the vibe has just not been there for the Bucks really yet? It has gotten better, but I feel like the Celtics just have the better vibe, and they have just so much better personnel against the Bucks. And the Bucks have not played the Celtics really well lately. And with the perimeter defense being even worse, I think that just bodes really into a really bad matchup for the Bucks against the Celtics, to be quite honest with you, especially if Porzingis is able to play here. If he's not able to play here, I still like the Celtics more, but if Porzingis plays here, I think the Celtics win 8 out of 10 times to me, to be quite honest with you. 8 out of 10 times, baby. And the Lakers against the Suns, I think I'm going to pick the Suns, honestly. The Lakers have been better, and defensively they should be able to do really well against the Suns, but both games these teams already played this season have been really close. And they were both without Devin Booker, I'm pretty sure. Or did D-Book actually play the second game? He might have actually played the second game, right? Let me actually... Suns Lakers. When was the last game they played, actually? Lakers Suns. This was the game. Was Devin Booker playing in this one? I know KD was, right, but was Book actually playing? I'm not sure. Oh, Bradley Beal was actually playing in this one. Oh, well, that's... yeah, I completely forgot about that, actually. That's crazy. But Devin Booker should be playing, of course, in this game. And I just love what I've been seeing from Devin Booker. I really like the Suns role players. KD has been on a tear against the Lakers. Nurkic has been holding his own here. And it's going to be a close game. It's going to be an interesting game. But I feel like the Suns, to me, have the edge. Once again, got eyes for me. So I'm going to go with the Suns here. And... do I pick the Suns or the Kings here? I think I like the Suns. I just like the Suns in this tournament, honestly, because it's going to set up the playoffs failure that much better. And I like the Celtics to win the tournament, to be quite honest with you. So these are my predictions. I like the Suns against the Kings because Devin Booker and KD are going to be able to feast. Nurkic is going to do a good enough job on Sabonis to me. That pick and roll coverage defense against Fox will be rough. Will be really rough, but they actually do have some solid perimeter defenders. They can play at the pace the Kings are playing. They have the shooters enough with Grayson Allen, with KD and Devin Booker. Nurkic can knock down those wide open threes from time to time. Josh Okogie will be up for these games. I feel like he's gonna be the player that's gonna step up in games like these that matter a little more. I may be wrong about that, but I like him in that spot. While I do not trust the Kings players that much in these spots, as much as the Suns players. Really, I'm not sure how much I trust Keegan Murray, how much I trust Kevin Huerter in these clutcher spots, really, or the bigger pressure spots, or even Sabonis, really, right? Which kind of still is making me rethink the Pelicans pick, but I just think De'Aaron Fox is gonna go crazy on the Pelicans today. That's my gut feeling, really. Other than that, I would have probably picked the Kings. And as for the Celtics Suns, I just feel like the Celtics have the best personnel. The only thing they can do is shoot themselves in their own foot. Have a really bad game, which can happen in one game, of course. But I do think they have been able to play really well against Kevin Durant. Jrue Holiday on Devin Booker is really solid. They have just so many good matchups. Porzingis against Nurkic, he'll be able to, and or even Horford, they'll both be able to have him out to paint and have him defending the 3-point line, which creates so many good advantages for them. And yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna explain myself more because I've been rambling for a little too long. Let me upload this shit and I'll catch you all tomorrow. Be kind to yourself and others as always, and peace. Love yourselves. Peace.